familiar face is now officially running for president. Former Vice President Joe Biden announced just a short time ago with a video.
The core values of this nation, our standing in the world, our very democracy, everything that has made America America is at stake. That's why today I'm announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
Biden joins a crowded field with 19 other Democrats already vying to become the leader of the free world. Yahoo Finance's editor-in-chief Andy Serwer and Jessica Smith join me now. Andy, what are your thoughts on this?
Well, you know, it's about time. I mean, we've been talking about this for weeks, months, years, and the day is finally here where Joe Biden is announcing. He has tremendous name recognition. He is seen by many as the person who can beat Donald Trump. On the other hand, he's an older white guy. There are questions about whether he can raise money, and then there's his personality, which people have called into question before.
How big of a negative is that personality?
You know, I think the situation here, the question is, he has decades of experience, and that's a plus, but he also has decades of experience, and that can be a negative, right? People are going to pick through his record. He does have a lot of support when it comes to organized labor, the middle class, really the segment of the population that Donald Trump picked up. So that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out, especially in the industrial Midwest. He's kicking off on Monday at a union hall. So he has that support among that group of people. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out.
Andy, a lot of people wake up this morning to this news, and they're probably wondering what that mean to the market. Biden, you're immediately thinking higher taxes.
Yeah, I mean, but you could say that about all the other 19 people running for president on the Democratic side. And speaking of that group, I think that instead of attacking the other Democrats, he is going to focus, as he did on that video, on President Trump himself, which sort of positions him as the front runner. And so I think you're going to see him do that, and I think you're going to see him sort of accentuate the point that he's someone, and someone said this morning, that can go into an African-American church and feel comfortable and also talk to a group of truck drivers. So, you know, he is either the front runner or a front runner. I think Bernie Sanders is ahead, maybe just a little bit in some polls.
I think it's interesting when you bring up Bernie and Biden, right? Because there is this debate in Washington of how do you beat President Trump? Is it by going all the way very, very progressive, or do you need to be moderate so you can get voters on both sides of the aisle? And there are two different mindsets of the best way to do this. And I think those two front runners there really show that.
You know, Jess, do you think Biden has what it takes to withstand some of the attacks? President Trump was already out with a tweet this morning, really ripping him. And I suspect it's going to get worse.
I mean, it likely will get worse. Yes, he had this tweet this morning calling him Sleepy Joe again, getting a little jab at his intelligence there, saying that it's going to get nasty. I think it's already getting there. I mean, but Biden's been doing this for a long time. He knows the drill.
Yeah, he's a big boy. And let's remember, I mean, he went after Donald Trump first, right away in his video.
Right.
As I said, he's going to go after the president. That's what he's going to run on. And, you know, we'll see what kind of strategy. I mean, we are off to the races here, and it's going to be really interesting. Obviously, we're going to whittle down, and at some point, we're going to have one person running against President Trump.